Hello and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot, the Emperor. It's not the first time that's happened, whereas the Emperor's come out first. Okay, the Emperor likes to be first. It's like, I'm coming out first. Okay, first in a relationship perhaps, putting themselves first. But it may be that there's some kind of joint decision that's going on here. The Queen of Wands, they're all coming a bit erratically. So let's see, this is potentially some of the fallout and the consequences of that new moon that we're seeing here. Oh, okay, we've got the Eight of Wands, the King of Wands. Okay, the King, the Queen, and Wands. So we do have definitely a partnership. Oh, and the Empress here. And the Moon card. Okay. If you want Aries Moon, that's the Emperor next to the Moon card, Aries Moon. Okay. Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, King of Wands. They're both looking at each other, the King and Queen of Wands, between the Eight of Wands, going very clear and direct communication. We're both on the same page here. We're making order, creating some kind of order here where there's been something that's just been unclear or underlying issue or problem. And it's a sense of moving together. This could just be the divine masculine and divine feminine coming into balance, so it doesn't have to necessarily be another person, although we do have the Two of Cups here, which would suggest there is a partnership of some sort. Doesn't have to be romantic, it can be any kind of person. But this Emperor is very much like going, right, something has been very unclear. There might be something around the home that the Emperor is looking at as well. But we've got the Emperor and the Empress, okay? We've got Emperor, Empress, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. And they all seem to be like bookends. So it's all about a particular relationship, but it seems very, they're all in the same element. The Queen and King of Wands, the Emperor and the Empress, they're not exactly the same element, but they go together. So it's this sense of compatibility here with the energies. There's some very compatible energies that are coming through where either these two energies are coming together trying to, like, this Eight of Wands is like the connection, and it's very clear, focused, directive. We're all heading in, all those wands are all heading in the same direction. So it really feels like we're working together here because we have the Empress as well, which is about nurturing something as well between us. We're nurturing something between us, or we're nurturing something around the home, or we're nurturing something that has about moving forward clearly where there's been something unclear, or that there's been something you've been working on within your subconscious as well. Perhaps there's been some kind of patterns and cycles, and it's like these two energies, whether they're two people or divine masculine, divine feminine, feel like they're very productively and constructively working together to overcome some kind of issue or problem that has been underlying, perhaps been around for a while and wasn't very clear. So this is actually good. It feels like all these elements are coming together to work on something that needs to be worked on. It feels like, we're all focused on this. So it feels like everybody's kind of focused, or the energies are all aligned in some way. We're coming together in some way. So yeah, it could be, like I said, just the divine masculine, divine feminine, but there's a lot of fire in here with the Emperor, which is Aries, the King and Queen of Fire, and the Eight of Fire, the Eight of Wands. So we're seeing that this is potentially a sense of, we're seeing the new opportunities, the new possibilities that are coming out of this new moon. And so it really feels like there's support here, and these are more than, normally I pull only 5 cards out, we got 6. So it's like this Emperor and the Empress, they can represent parents. So, and so can the King and Queen of Wands, but they're both definitely these strong authorities. So it's like, definitely, it feels like these pillars of protection here with the Emperor and the Empress. It's like from both sides looking in, making sure something's going to be working. And these are I'm going to be the protective barrier to make sure that there's nothing that's coming in that I don't need or want inside this very clear directive that I'm getting here inside my mind, or the action I want to take. But I'm also nurturing the course of action that's happening here. So it feels like there's both protection and nurturance that's happening with this issue. That seems to be definitely a sense of, it could be around a relationship, it could be two people. There's definitely somebody here that's being really supportive. So if there is an issue with somebody else, there's another person that's come in and there's support around a relationship. So whether you're supporting each other with the direction you're going in, or what something you're really clearly working through here, or whether it's some confusion around another relationship, but there's still this other person here that is like, this could be a trusted friend or a family member or someone you're saying, I don't know what to do about this person, and they come in or this situation, and they come in and they help you in some way. So it really feels like there's a very strong focus, a clear direction, and a sense of stepping in and feeling like you can stepping in as the authority figure and feeling like there's this nice balance between the masculine and the feminine. Because on this side we have the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, and this side we have the King of Wands and the Empress. So it would be a little bit like, if we had both kings on this side and the Queen and the Empress on this side, it would feel like, okay, this is very strongly divine masculine, this is very strongly divine feminine, but we're seeing the blending of the two energies coming through here. And it's interesting because what they're bringing me to now is the two dogs in the moon card, and one is a domesticated dog and one is a wild dog. And it's like finding the blending of these two energies, which is one is this untamed part of us, which represents the untamed potentials that might exist in our subconscious. And the other one is the more tamed energy, the part of us that knows the role we're supposed to play in the social expectations and the rules. And so it may be this sense of really blending in these energies, finding the balance between those two parts, the wild unknown in the subconscious, or the wild untamed energy, versus this is the guise that I'm putting on to fit into society in some way, shape or form. And it's finding the balance between those two. And it could definitely be this sense of, there's a lot of subconscious energy here with the moon. There's something coming up from the subconscious that is starting to become clear, and you're getting some very clear and direct messages potentially coming up from that. And this might come in the form of dreams. It might come in a message from your body. It might be during a meditation. But either way, it's like we're taking action with the messages that you're getting here, very clear and direct action. And so, yeah, this feels very productive. We're seeing the activation of the new. This is when all the hands get on deck, and it's like, yeah, we're going to really, everything's going to feel like it's supporting this in some way. It does feel like there's some kind of support from the universe, or just feeling really clear, like there's no real warring parties here. It feels like they're all talking to each other and supporting each other. So it might feel like there's more harmonious parts of you, or some of the parts of you, or you and somebody else is getting on a little bit better than you normally would. That can come through because we do have these two different dogs that are howling at the moon going, what's that big bright thing in the sky? I don't understand what this is. And it may be that there has been something that hasn't had, there's been a lack of understanding, or it hasn't been understood exactly where something's going, even though it's unclear. And maybe it is still unclear, but it's like I still have to take some kind of I have to make a choice and decision, and I need to be able to move forward in some way. It feels like, there's a common goal or a common aim here. It's just this, I guess it's like this determination energy. It's this could be a group as well. It could be more than two people. Because it's like one of those things they're showing me. It's like when, just say, whatever, there's a stage production and we need to get the set ready. Tonight's the opening night. We all have to know our parts. We have to know what our costumes are. We're going into hair and makeup. Everybody's getting ready. Everybody's got their little part to play, and everybody's playing a part for the whole, for the collective, for something bigger than them to actually come together. And so that's what it kind of feels like, is that everybody's coming in to kind of play their role, or these could be aspects of yourself, but it's for like for some, homogenous things for something to come together. So it may be everybody's working for a project, or everybody's working to get a house clean so they can sell it, or everybody's working, all parts of you working together in terms of being able to think about changing jobs. It's just feels like things are starting to work, get clear and a clear direction, and things are starting to work today. So that's the good news. So that's the reading for the 11th. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and take care.